That's a hard one. I would say Steve Jobs.
You would want to explain AI to Steve Jobs? That's a bold statement.
Well,
That's a bold
because
statement.
he missed that, right? He got some of it, but he missed the last few, like the big
The last mile, for sure.
leaps.
Yeah.
And so I would be very curious to hear what his thoughts would be on AI and how, it's been, yes, I would be very curious.
Shauna, but that's a bold statement to take that on. I mean, don't get me
I mean,
wrong,
he
good
would
for
rip me to
you.
pieces, I'm sure, but
Well, I was going to say, you mentioned IQ earlier. That's a pretty high IQ individual.
yeah, no, but his mind works like so uniquely that I would be curious as to, I feel like the world lost a little something when we lost him.
Okay. So give it to me. How are you walking into a Steve Jobs meeting? I mean, it's like I said, you have to kind of set it up for him, right?
Yeah.
The math, the white papers behind LLMs and all that aren't new, right?
Right. So he would have said that, yeah. He would have known about neural networks. He would have known that's been around forever.
Right.
So he would have had the building blocks.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be curious as to his thoughts on and show him ChatGPT and what ChatGPT is capable of, and like Claude artifacts and showing him that, and then what.
Well, it would probably take you 20 minutes just to get through the aesthetics of the
Yes.
of the interface.
Like,
it's not an Apple interface, yeah.
No, yeah, it's not an Apple interface. But I think that his brain would potentially be like, but it could be an Apple interface.
Sure.
And so that would be my curious. I mean, like for somebody that came up with the iPod and the, iPhone and all that stuff that, we didn't have before, but now we can't live without.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I think that would be very interesting to sit down with him and go over and I would expect him to say something like, well, we've already, explored that. Because I feel like that they probably have they probably explored it way before and decided that it wasn't. I would be really surprised if they hadn't already built something along that line.
So go as deep as you'd like, as far as like what is the outline?